Hello, my name is Aiden James and welcome to the guest video on the Whoniversals. Today I wanted to have a look back on Torchwood, Children of Earth. This year marks its 10th anniversary and I thought with my guest spot I could convey somewhat different opinions over it. First, a quick plot synopsis for those who want to know what happens. Basically, Jack gets involved in a deal with a bunch of aliens in 1965 that goes wrong when the deal is returned for a 43-year pickup in 2009. Not only is Torchwood involved, but this incursion involves the children of the entire world, so why does it all revolve around Jack? Now, I'm going to give my sort of expansive thoughts on the episodes because I think that would be the general way of putting it, so here they are. It has a very good build-up of the events for the first 30 minutes of the episode, going through a lot of the elements that would go through the series. The first message from the children is very scary, but I think Ben Foster's music did ruin it with the loud bass during the scenes of the children speaking the first possessive words. There's also a very exciting last 10 minutes with the bomb explosion being the best cliffhangers of the series. Overall, it's a very good beginning to the series. I thought this episode was the weakest of the series. I felt like the episode was a Bourne film that had no substance to the torture side of things. Same with the government scenes included in the episode. A lot of it was separated in groups and made the episode a lot more distant between each other because there was no central story for the group to follow. A lot of places fell back into the Series 2 dynamic of Torchwood, which I really think does not work in the more darker and different Series 3. Overall, this would be the only episode I would actually probably throw out from the 5. For day 3, I thought the first 15 minutes with this sort of hustle criminal angle of the team was very entertaining and probably allowed for the best amount of humour for the series apart from the moments in day 1 which worked. The amount of suspense was greatly used again in the rest of the episode, leading to the arrival of the 456 with some grand CG and practical effects for the enormous hulking creature. The rest of the episode was greatly awesome as well, with a lot of build-up of the government speaking on broadcast to the 456 with kudos for some really good scenes with Peter Capaldi and the 456 and the chilling last words of both the 456 and Jack, which are just brilliant. Overall, a better improvement, but it's still not there yet. This is the best episode with just twists and turns every 5 minutes. The torture stuff is very involved with a lot of elements that are crossed over in the last act. The government scenes in the Cobra meeting room with Nicholas Bloody Briggs was surprisingly engaging where they wanted to go, and the liberation aspect of the third half of Lois producing a one-man army against them, which was fantastic. The ending in Thames House is still really good with the spoilers and death of Yanto, even though after all these years we've had a lot more adventures with Big Finish that involve him probably that would have been made if we got a Series 3 that looked a lot more like Series 2. Overall, it's the best episode and nothing can overcome it. This episode is a very good try at a lot of the drama and the rest of the suspense from the previous episode, but does seem to falter a little since it's the last episode of the series, and it's the only place where it can go to an ending which can either be a cliffhanger that doesn't work, see Miracle Day, or an ending that can end off a lot of stuff more than you think. It shows a lot more of the distance that Jack and Gwen are both forced in their attempts to save the world, when Jack is arrested in the beginning and Gwen is sort of stuck with Yanto's sister and husband. I would say from the 20-minute mark to the 50-minute mark is some of the best stuff I've ever seen in an episode, with it going everywhere with a lot of characters, including PC Andy, who I think is the unsung hero of the show. And I'm sad he wasn't really used until now. It also has the brilliant ending, which I don't think was a shame that Miracle Day brought the series back, because this ending represented the era of the first part of Torchwood, and Miracle Day was the beginning of the supposed second era of Torchwood, which was then continued in Big Finish. Overall, it's very good, but Day 4 went a lot further in its stuff and paid off a bit more. So I hope you've enjoyed this massive look back at Torchwood Children of Earth with me, and I hope that you'll take a look at the series again with this fresh retrospective in mind. Now, I think it's time to go back to the normal members of the Whoniversals, unless Nick has an Infinity Gauntlet and is just about to snap me from existence, which I really hope won't happen. Good